Well, good evening and welcome to the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, and we're live for race number 2. Where are we at, Macaulay?
We're at Vegas.
We're at Vegas. Get the chips out. Let's go. I think it's time to go gamble a little bit, but first we got to do a broadcast, and we got a race to show all the fine viewers out there. And I think we can do it, Macaulay.
I think so. Might be able to gamble in between, too.
Yeah, maybe in between. Maybe if we get some cautions. Maybe if there's one or two. Well, we can forget about that. This is the Hyperdrive Cup Series. That don't happen very often, Macaulay.
No, very little cautions.
And that's caution flags we're talking about. But we got, 7 minutes left in practice here. So we're going to watch the cars go around, and maybe we can find one that's on the racetrack. There we go. We'll go with a 4-car right here. But looking at the top of the leaderboard, those Michael Robinson fans ought to be happy with the speed that car's found in practice here, Macaulay.
Yeah, top of the board right now.
Top of the board at a 32.41. So good lap right there for Michael Robinson. In the 26 car, and is he on the track? Nope.
He's
on
not.
Pit road. I guess when you're top of the board, there's no sense in showing everybody your line, Macaulay.
No.
You don't have to do that no more.
The less they know.
That's right. The less they know, the better off you are for later in the race. We know how that works, man.
Yeah.
But it's awesome to have you in the booth this week. Great to be back for week number 2 here on season, what did we decide, Macaulay, 4?
Season 4.
There we go. I got that right. World Tour Trucking, how you doing? We are doing great. At least I am. Macaulay's got a parade in front of his house, so he's probably not doing so good.
It'll get better here in about 20 minutes.
Is it a Halloween parade? They giving out candy or what?
Yep.
Why don't you go out and get some candy, Macaulay?
I got too much of that here.
Well, at least if they're going to block your house with a parade, they should give you a bunch of candy, right?
They should.
That's how it works. They got to pay you in candy, man. It's that time of year. Go out there and demand the candy, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Make you up a little sign and walk out the front door. I need candy.
Go
For
protest.
the inconvenience. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we got a couple of likes come in. We appreciate that. We had a good broadcast last week. Numbers look real good, Macaulay.
Yeah, no, it was a great one.
Yep, great group of viewers keeping the chat going all race long. And we appreciate that. We love interacting with the people watching the race. We got World Tour Trucking back for another week in there, Macaulay.
Yeah. Let me guess. He's rooting for.
I believe it's the 26. No.
It was the 42, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
David
think
Elliott?
it was. No, it wasn't Elliott. It was
Oh, Michael Atkins. That's what it was.
Michael Atkins Jr. World Tour Trucking, Michael Atkins Jr. That's right. That's the number 41, and he is on the racetrack right now. So we'll go ahead and take a tour around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Might as well just do it on board. What do you think?
Yeah, might as well.
We'll hit the in-car camera right here for the World Tour Trucking. And we are on board with the number 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. He's currently 9th on the practice board, Macaulay. So out of, 26, 28 cars, that's a pretty good lap.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We went by the start-finish line, so we'll complete this whole lap on board with the 41 car. Kind of look at the line. It looks like he's about a lane up down there in turns 1 and 2, Macaulay.
Yeah.
I guess there's no sense in turning it down and pinching it on the bottom, right?
No, and it sounds like he's almost staying wide open, too.
Oh, he's definitely on the mat. There we go. Full lap right there. You see the, is that the 8 car working to the inside? And wow,
Ooh,
that was close. That is the 8 car right here, a Hunter Holberg. So we're going to take a look at that 41 from Hunter's view. Hunter's sitting 18th on the practice. Whoa. I thought Hunter might go in the bleachers right there, Macaulay.
I thought so.
It was looking like it was headed that direction, huh? No harm, no foul. At least not from what I could see.
Nah.
And it's practice, right? That's the time to do that stuff.
Test the limits right now.
Yep. If you're going to put her in the wall, you want to do it in practice. You don't want to do it when after the green flag drops. Because then you got to sit on pit road and wait for your crew to fix the darn thing, Macaulay.
That's not fun.
No, it's not. Because you can just watch a competition go around and around and around, and you're like, come on, man, how long could this possibly take? Not as long as the waiting room at the dentist office sometimes. Oh, stop with the bad memories. And let's get out of this in-car real quick. Seeing what cameras we got. We're back to the normal cameras tonight, Macaulay.
That's good.
We ain't got the special cameras. I like the new one with the mixed and the dynamic TV settings. Some of the tracks have them. Some of these don't. Vegas is an older one that they never updated that pack for. So we're going to take it, and we're still going to give the viewers a good shot of it. We can get them a little more up close and personal to the race car. And when we do that, you can actually, on the broadcast, see the sponsor of the car, like this 8 car is a Black Rifle Coffee Company. And there's a few of those paint jobs out there, Macaulay.
There is a few of them tonight. I
think last week's winner actually has one of those paint jobs going on. Jessica, welcome to the stream. Week in and week out. I can tell you right now, Jessica, since the first one of these I put up for Swift Motorsports, Michael Macaulay, has been in here every time.
That's awesome.
She is awesome, pulling for Todd Cray, and we appreciate it week in and week out, race in and race out. And I know Todd does. Because he thanks her every time, don't he?
He does.
He never misses it. And we're talking about Todd Cray, this driver right here in the 22 car, the defending Cup Series champion here at Swift Motorsports, Macaulay. We can call him. He's the champion.
He is.
That's the current and defending champion right there in the 22 car. Infinite Her. Okay. I might have to Google that one. Or stay out of it. How's that, Macaulay? Oh, practice is over.
Yep, time for qualifying.
Yeah, now we get to jump on board with one of these drivers for qualifying, don't we?
Yep.
Let's do Justin Gann. How's that? I gotta find the right camera.
Yep, he's on the track now.
Yep, we are on board with the 30 car of Justin Gann, and we're going to get around Las Vegas Motor Speedway and qualifying. And you can see there's about 4.5 minutes left in this qualifying session. And I would imagine they're going to work the top side and throw that first lap away, Macaulay, and then dig hard on the bottom on lap number 2, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I would think so.
You see the 30s right up by the wall right now, so... Yep, absolutely. Right up at the top of the racetrack. Gann is always fast, not just in the races, but practice and qualifying, so I'm really curious to see what kind of lap he puts down here. Because there's no draft in qualifying. These cars are out there by themselves, Macaulay.
Yep.
That's going to change things around quite a bit. And right there, right on the bottom of the track, look how bumpy it is right here in 1 and 2.
It's not smooth, especially right on the line.
Now you see that car bouncing up and down in 1 and 2, and this is an older racing surface here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 3 and 4, look at that. Looked like a whoop-de-doo section at a motocross track for a second. Probably felt like one inside that car, too. Look at that.
Riley did.
P2 on the board. Now P3 now. So let's get on board with the man that was fast in practice real quick. 6th, 9th on his first lap. Over under 1, Bender says. Even 1. I'll go even 1, Bender.
It's going to be over.
No, it's definitely not Indy. We're in Vegas.
Yeah.
Over under 3. All right, under 1. What's your call, Macaulay?
Oof. I'm going to say 4. We're going to go high tonight.
So now we're on board with the 29 of Rominger. Let's see what he puts down right here. He's all the way at the bottom. Rominger to 16th on the board. 00 car. Nick Hunt did make a start last week, but he's here this week. So good to see Nick back in the 00 car. Real interested to see what this driver can do this season here. He's going to turn right down to the bottom, and Nick's going to go 19th in qualifying. But I think he's got another lap left here. And we do know that the second lap is a fast lap, Macaulay.
Yeah.
It's like it takes a car a whole lap to get wound up, man. Nick digging on the bottom right here with that 00 car. There you go. Fourth on the board, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's much better there.
Over under 4 Jello shots for Macaulay. Under 4 Jello shots, definitely over 4 bootleggers. That a safe bet, Macaulay?
I would say so.
All right, so
No Jello shots tonight.
bootlegger count probably 5, 6, 15. No more than 15.
16. We're going to go 16
All right,
then.
16 of them. Aren't those quarts?
Are they? I have to go look at it now.
I
think
think
they
that's
are.
a 1-quart bottle, isn't it?
Yeah, they're small though.
You
So
drink 16 of them things, Macaulay, you'll probably have to go get your stomach pumped.
I might.
Well, you don't do that now because you can't get out of your house due to the parade in front of it. That'd just be a bad situation.
That would be.
While you're out, though, you could always pick up a quarter-pounder or 2.
Yeah.
Just thinking there. Guy's always got to have the thinking cap on when he's doing that. And I think that's going to do it. And them guys are going to wrap up qualifying. And in a couple seconds, they're going to go to their driver's meeting and start getting lined up here. And we're going to get ready to do some laps, Macaulay. And I said some laps because a guy probably didn't even look up how many laps that the race is here. But we're going to find out real quick. It is 135 laps at Las Vegas today. So I did figure it out, Macaulay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Took a little.
Found that out pretty quick.
I had the website open. So Andrew Mraz right there, he's going to be your pole sitter. He's going to go ahead and put it on the racetrack. I think that's probably where you want the car. I could be wrong, though.
I don't think you went in the garage.
No, well, no. That probably wouldn't be the best idea right now.
No.
Oh, we messed that up, so we're going to fix it again. See if this, there we go. We'll switch around a little bit. See the 00 and the 4 is already loaded up. That means that they are done. Well, they're probably not done with the driver's meeting. They're just getting loaded up. Last week's winner right there, Roy Fernandez in the 3 car. And he's another one of the Black Rifle paint schemes here. So we're going to see a lot of that from that team, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Nothing wrong with it. Always love those paint schemes, and the 3's no exception to the rule, man. Some of these cars, the paint schemes on them, Macaulay, are just beautiful.
Yeah.
That 00, though, a guy's got to get used to because he ran a completely different color last season.
He definitely did. He had some different sponsors on there last year.
It's like getting used to the 17 being in the Busch car and not the bootlegger car.
Yep.
And now we got to find a whole new nickname for the fella. Maybe we can still call him the bootlegger, Macaulay. I thought about that.
We could.
So maybe we'll still keep the bootlegger for, and we're talking about the 17 of Tommy Haynes, and maybe we'll just keep the bootlegger for him. I think we could probably get nicknames for most of them. But there's a lot of drivers in here tonight, man. A guy have to write this stuff down.
I'm not very good at writing.
The memory's not very good for me, so probably have to write it down. We do want to thank everybody who's tuned into the stream so far. These guys put on a great race, so we're going to try to put on a good broadcast for you. I'm your commentator, Vern Bradley, and I'm joined in the booth here by Michael McCauley. And we've been in this booth for a while, haven't we?
We have. I still don't know what I'm doing.
You're learning, man. Every time you get in here, you learn more and more. Nope. That's not necessarily true, is it, Macaulay?
No.
As long as I've been doing this, it seems like sometimes I just learn less and less. I don't know.
Or I forget more and more.
I'm better now, if you've noticed, at not breaking things. I figure if I open it up, don't touch it again. Maybe if I don't touch it, Macaulay, it won't break.
Yeah, that works that way too.
So they're 2x2, and I think we're going to go ahead and pull up the starting grid before they get going here. Starting on the pole. I'll take the, how many we got?
25.
25, so I'll do the first 13 or 12.
All right.
You pick it up from there. I'll do the first 12. All right, starting on the pole, that number 4 car, Andrew Mraz. To his outside in second, you're going to see the number 16 of Joshua Kanata. Going third on the grid, last week's winner right there. To open the season at Daytona, that's that 3-car, Roy Fernandez. And to his outside in fourth, it'll be his first start of the season here in Season 4. That's the 00 of Nick Hunt. Starting fifth, Justin Gann right there, one of the former champions in this Hyperdrive Cup Series in the 30-car. And to his outside in sixth, look who's back there, Macaulay Brandon Fries in the 21. I think we went with Fries, didn't we?
I think we went with Freeze.
Fries. Seventh, we have Mike Rominger in the 29 car. And I'm going to try to move back to where some of these guys are at, maybe. Now we get close enough. There's the 29 car right there. Mike Rominger starting seventh. And to his outside in eighth is that 10 car of Gary May. Starting ninth, you got the 5-car Chad Osborne. And then the bootlegger out there, Tommy Haynes in the 17 car. He's going to have a new paint job debuting pretty soon, Macaulay, so you have to be prepared for that. I'm not going to drop any hints on what it is, but the 17 probably going to change some colors up a little bit. So Tommy Haynes, the bootlegger, starting 10th.
I'll be ready.
In 11th, you got the 56 U.S. Army car right there of John Wimbish. And to his outside in 12th, the World Tour Trucking, number 41 right there, Michael Atkins Jr. All right, take it away, Macaulay.
All right, and then 13th, you got the defending series champion of Todd Cray in the 22. 14th is Ron Shute.
In the 28
15th,
there.
Yep. Gary Wells in the 33, starting 15th. Darren Clement starting 16th in the 32. Michael Robinson starting 17th in the 26, who was fastest in practice. Starting 18th is Hunter Holtberg in the 8 car. 19th is Toby. That one I don't know.
Bird.
Toby Bird in the 99. Starting 20th is Jeff Glockner in the 24. The 62 is he actually? Yep, 62 is here. Steve Ayers in the 62, starting 21st. Jonathan Cogswell 22nd in the 27. Rounding out the field, David Elliott in the 42.
And that'll do it for our starting field, and we're getting ready to go green flag racing, Macaulay. Just like that. And the pace car is gone. He's in. All right, the green flag's out. Place your bets now. The betting's on at Las Vegas, man. Green flag and racing with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series. Man, Macaulay, it's a gamble out there, isn't it?
It is.
And while they're just getting going, I'm going to go ahead and fix my timing and scoring issues, because we know that they're going to pop up. And we're on with the lead car, but there's a pack of them back here right behind Gann and them. I think that's going to be around Freese in the 21 car right here, the 5-car Chad Osborne side by side. You got the bootlegger right there, Tommy Haynes, behind him in the 17. Man, these guys are racing back here. It's around the 8th position on back, Macaulay.
Yeah, they're racing hard right now.
7th position, actually. 7th on back. But you look right there, and the 5-car got clear of that mess. Osborne didn't want no part of it in the 5. He's going to get clear of it and let these guys race it out back there. There's the 41 of Michael Atkins Jr. Man, Wimbish got close. That 56, they almost contacted and did a little door love, Macaulay. Now they're 3 wide, aren't they? Nope, they thought better of it.
Yep.
That's Gary Wells right there in the 33 car. Man, Wells is getting such a run, he's going to look to the bottom again. Nothing there. Fall in line behind the 56. The 41's going to clear the 56. And now the 41's going to go to work on the 17. So that 41 car working his way forward right now. He's up in the top 10. The other car we want to keep an eye on back here, obviously, is going to be the 22 and the 26. I'll put the 26 of Michael Robinson in there because he put the fastest practice time down, Macaulay.
Yeah, he showed he was fast in practice, so.
And then, of course, the 22 of Todd Cray. He's just fast everywhere we go. We can't leave him out. Man, there's a lot of drivers we can't leave out, though.
No.
Back up front, watching the 3 car, Roy Fernandez, last week's winner. He's riding right there in 3rd right now, but, man, I seen him peek around that 16 car a couple of times. But if one of these guys slip up, the other one's going to jump right to the inside, Macaulay, and probably take a spot. And you don't want to get shuffled there because you're going to get shuffled back to about the 9th or 10th position if you do. Man, the 3, though, left the gap open that time, and Gann's going to put the fender there, just like I thought, Macaulay.
Yeah.
And they're going to line up behind him. And that's not going to work well for the 3. He's going to drop probably 3 or 4 spots right here. You see the 00 is going to find an opening on the bottom, and he's going to go around him too. So just like that, that driver went from 3rd to about the 8th position. Just like that, Macaulay.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, especially when they're all single file like that on the bottom. He's clear now, though.
Looks like 15th is the last car in this lead pack of cars, and then you go back to
4 3 wide.
Hunter Holberg all the way back here in 16th. So this is the second group of cars. You got the 62 of Stephen Ayers Jr. behind him, 42 of David Elliott back here, Jeff Blocker in the 24, Jonathan Cogswell in the 27, Darren Clement in the 32. Ron Schutz back there in that 28 car, and the 99 of Toby Bird. Oh, they're racing back for 4th, aren't they? 3rd, actually.
Keep my eye on Michael Atkins. He's moving up pretty quick. He's already up to 6.
Look at Rominger up to the 3rd spot right here. Oh,
Ooh.
Sideways, 41. Falling down my list here, so I got to catch him. And now we got to see what happened, Macaulay.
Yeah, they're racing going into the turn there.
Yeah, 3 of them right there, it looked like. And the 41 is going to take the He's going to get the worst of that one, and he's got a little damage on the back of that he'll probably want the crew to take a look at.
It looks like a little bit of contact with him in the 00. No, you're good.
Yeah, he's going to get it pointed back in the right direction, though. So we are under caution flag number 1 right here on lap 10. And there's my 1, Macaulay, already in the first 10 laps, man. But I'm going to hold true to the thing here. Look at that fake by the 4 car. He almost drove through the grass to avoid that, Michael McCauley.
I missed that one.
I'm glad I didn't. Nobody watching the broadcast missed it either. Yeah, his damage wasn't real bad there, Rebel Walker. I think he can, I think Michael Atkins will be able to bring it back from that one. Justin Gann coming off pit road. We got Mraz, it looks like, stayed out. 16 of Joshua Kanata, which is a teammate of his. He stayed out. Hunter Holberg right there in the 8 car. We've seen that car in practice a little bit. And that might be Hunter's first start, Michael.
I believe so. I didn't see him last week.
I don't recall seeing him last week, but he's here this week. And then we got Jonathan Cogswell right there in the 27 car. So how's butt kicker hanging in for you, Macaulay?
Not bad.
Good deal.
It's working out pretty good.
I believe some champions here last season ended up with butt kickers, didn't they?
I believe so. I believe the champion got a butt kicker.
But who truly gets to use that? We have to get that out of the way, Macaulay. We got to get it out of the way. Who truly gets the most use of the butt kicker?
Well, I can tell you it's not me.
It's not the driver, is it?
No, the driver probably gets the least amount of use out of it. You have to have a backup seat just because of that.
Yeah, but you don't have to have a backup wheel and pedals.
No.
You can just get a seat out of like a go get one out of a car at a junkyard and put one underneath of it and give it to her.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'd probably be the best Christmas present ever, Macaulay. You'd turn her into marrying material after that, man.
I would.
The butt kicker probably already has, to be honest with you. So caution flags, we get a little carried away with them, Macaulay.
Just a little.
But it's butt kicker, man. Feel what you've been missing. If you don't have a butt kicker, go over to butt kicker and pick you one up. Right, Macaulay?
Yeah, you won't regret it.
If you're a sim racer and you want to up your sim racing game a little bit to make it a little more authentic, the feeling, then you definitely want a butt kicker. And if you're, I don't know, if you're just a person, female, that likes to play games, you might like the butt kicker as well.
Possibly.
And it'd probably work for any game, wouldn't it, Macaulay?
It would. I've actually used it on
Call of Duty or
Call of Duty, Battlefield. I've used it on that too.
Works great for all the above, don't it?
It does. Multi-use.
So it's not just for sim racing, it's for gaming, Macaulay. Period. It is for gaming. That's a good shout out for butt kicker right there. You're welcome. All right, 2x2, Macaulay. That means one thing. We're getting ready to do what?
Go back to green.
Go back to green flag racing at Las Vegas. I don't know. You put your bets out yet, Macaulay, or are you kind of holding on and waiting for a bit?
I'm going to wait a bit.
So Macaulay's going to wait, not going to bet on anybody, and I think I'm going to do the same thing because we're only on lap 13, so. Your leader, the 4 car, Andrew Mraz, he's going to choose a restart on the outside here. And that's going to put the 16 right there on the inside. And then you've got the 8 and 27 making up the second row, 30 and 5 in the third row. And we're coming out of turn 4, so these guys are going to fire. There goes the 4 car firing through the gears. We're right back to green flag racing just like that, Macaulay. Little wider look of the field so you can see just how many race cars there are out on the track here in Vegas. We weren't making that up when we went over that starting grid, were we, Macaulay?
No.
Those names have a race car, and they're on the track right here at Vegas. Hear that field screaming by the start-finish line for lap 15 here. Again, though, I'm looking at the separation here, and it looks like they're trying to form 2 different groups right behind that 10 at Gary May again.
They did that on the first couple laps here. I had two separate groups.
And that might have something to do with Wells and them being side by side back here in the second group. Now Wells is in the first group, so that Todd Cray actually. Now Todd's going to clear the 3 of Roy Fernandez. And Fernandez was up in the first group before, so we'll see if these guys can get lined up and chase that group down. I think they will because there's a lot of 2 wide up in that group right now, Macaulay. Where's the 2 wide start? Tommy Haynes back here.
Yep.
Actually, he took a spot away.
Yeah, he cleared them. We got 3 wide behind.
Yeah. Tommy Haynes going to move up into the top 5 with that pass on the 16-car Canada. Man, that 17's getting a nice run on the outside. He's using the draft, and he's trying to go after the 33 right here. Gary Wells. That time it didn't work. And he may lose a few spots over it, Macaulay. He's going to.
Oh,
no.
Oh, nice save.
Nice save. It ain't over with behind him yet, Macaulay. They're still checking up and going all over the joint, man. It bottlenecked that field all the way back. But that 56 car dirt tracked it, saved it.
Yeah, that was a hell of a save.
3 wide, Macaulay. 8, 16, 27, 17 moving in. This is where the action is packed in at right now. You see Mike Romager's 29 back there a bit. 5-car Chad Osborne. This is good stuff right here, Macaulay.
It is. Oh, I thought we were going to have 4 wide back there with Chad Osborne.
Look at that 22 car working the bottom, Todd Cray. Almost up into the top 10 now, moving into the 11th position, Macaulay. Oh, no, we got a car in the wall. What number is that? Was that Ron Shute?
I'm not sure who that one was.
That might have been Shute in a 28.
Yep, it was. You're correct on that one.
Man, 28 car making contact with the outside wall, and he's going to drop all the way to the back of the field. And this racing, it ain't over up here, Macaulay. 33, 32, 22, 29, 56, 27, 8, 24. I can keep going. We don't have that much time to keep going at that pace, Macaulay.
No.
That's Jeff Glockner in that blue 24 with the yellow numbers on it right there. He's got a whole bumper full of that 3-car Roy Fernandez, man. Look at Wimbish. He's going to peek right to the inside, Macaulay. Wimbish went right to the inside there, 3 wide. I think they're going to give me a heart attack.
They may. While that was going on, Michael Robinson quietly made his way up to 3rd.
Man, I'm telling you, that 26 car was fast in practice. And he's showing why. And look at Clement right there. 32 car outside line. Look who went with him. Todd Cray in the 22. Clement, another one of those cars that worked his way to the front last week. I think he had troubles real late in the race, didn't he?
Yeah.
But he did a heck of a job throughout that race working his way to the front of the field. You got Todd Cray in the 22, but Robinson in that 26, man, digging hard, doing a great job.
Looks like they're catching the front two now.
Yeah, they're getting up there to catching them, aren't they? Uh-oh, somebody blinked out. Yeah, you see that 16 car dialed in on the 26's bumper, McCauley.
Yeah. That helps getting closer to the front two. They're there now.
When they're too wide, it separates them a bit, but once he gets dialed into that bumper, man, they run these guys right down. Mraz still leading this thing. He's led every circuit so far, Andrew Mraz has. Justin Gann quietly putting a 30 car in second, and man, don't look because the 26 is there. Michael Robinson is right there, man. We'll see if anyone tries the outside line again. We seen the 17 making it work earlier.
Yeah.
They're 3 wide back there again, McCauley.
There goes Robinson for 2.
62 of Stephen Ayers stuck in the middle here. 3 car Fernandez outside. 33 of Gary Wells down on the bottom. David Elliott's 42, 24 Jeff Glockner, and look at the 27 and Jonathan Cogswell moving in. Cogswell in the Fanatic car, sitting in the 14th position right now. He's made up some spots to get up there. There's Wimbish in the 56, working the bottom of the track, and we've seen Wimbish get just a little bit out of shape, McCauley.
Yeah, he dirt tracked it earlier.
Another car that's been quiet that started up there in that top 5 in the 4th position's a 00, and Nick Hunt. He's kind of dropped back a little bit. He's not up in the mix right now, McCauley. Same with the 5 car of Osborne and the 10 car of Gary May. And that 28 car, he got in the wall earlier. He has no drafting help. None, McCauley.
Oh, there we got a caution.
Oh, I got a car number for it. Yep, he's pointing the wrong way. We're going to go with that. So, oh no, it happened ahead of him. They got it straightened out. Oh, and here we go.
8.
3 cars right there, and the 8 car takes the worst of it. Whoo! Who was that just missed that feller? Holy cow. That was close.
That was.
I'll have to see if I can get a car number on it here. 56 did a great job. Oh.
29, that's who it was. It barely got by.
Mike Rominger. We're going to take a look at the 29 car right here. Well, he skated by on the outside, but somebody else, went by the 8 flying. Absolutely flying, McCauley. Blue car.
That was a blue car? That'd be Nick Hunt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was a 00. You're absolutely right. Watch the 00. Whew. It was so close, I think he took the paint off the car.
He may have.
So now the 4 cars are going to bring it to pit road. We're going to go under caution, and I guess we're going to throw a commercial up. And we're back in the booth with the field here. The Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. No bets in yet, huh, Macaulay?
No, we're saving them right now.
This thing, man, we're 32 in, 135, so we got 103 laps to go here. It's still going to be a ways. I think maybe in the last 50 we'll start throwing the bets in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll wait.
Only
till
bet
the
I have
last,
going is. Go ahead.
We'll wait till the last 50 and we'll get the bets thrown in.
Yeah.
Man.
Only one I got going right now is the over/under. That's my bet I got going.
Your over/under was 3?
4.
4. I'm out. Mine was 1. So Bender can officially put me out of that one. I have lost the over/under today. I concede, Macaulay. And no, I'm not going to give a concession speech, but I concede. I lost fair and square. I said 1. But it's okay. Next week they'll do 1.
Yeah.
One can only hope.
I mean, you got to win this week anyway, so you're good. You're already on top.
I won last week, didn't I? No.
Yes. No, last week. No one last week.
I won yesterday. No, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's it. I don't know what week it is anymore, Macaulay. I know we're coming up to Halloween weekend.
Yeah. Gonna be a good weekend.
Don't forget to take the kiddos out trick-or-treating. Macaulay's got a whole Halloween parade in front of his house. They didn't even give him no candy. That's messed up, man.
That is.
I'd get a hold of somebody at the city and say, this is bull crap. You guys got to fix this.
I'm gonna file a complaint.
If I got to change my way to get into my driveway and you're going to inconvenience me, you could at least give me some of that candy. They got truckloads of it, Macaulay.
Oh,
Literally.
they do.
Wouldn't hurt to throw a guy a few chocolates here and there. All right, man, 2x2. Pace car's finding his way in, I think. He's going for another bootlegger, and we're going back to green flag racing, Macaulay.
Oh, someone was out of shape in the back of the field.
It happens, Michael Macaulay. Cars get sideways, and some of those cars might even be missing some body parts already. I see a car right now without a nose on it. That feller may, in fact, have a modified race car, Macaulay. It's clearly modified from its original configuration.
Definitely is.
Look at Todd Cray, though, right at the back of this field. 22nd position right now. So Cray is back there a bit. He's got a little bit of work to do, but he's got plenty of time to do it, man. We got 100 laps to go.
No time to panic yet.
But your leader is not the 4 car. It is actually the 16 car of Joshua Kanata. But look who's in second, Macaulay.
26, Michael Robinson.
Michael Robinson working all over the back of the 16. Justin Gann sitting right there in third. Gann's going to go for second. No. Almost enough for him, but not quite. And look who's back in fourth.
Bootlegger.
The bootlegger masquerading as the Busch car. Right, Macaulay?
Yep.
I guess why he's in that car, we'll just call him the Bushwhacker. No, bootlegger's better. We're talking about the driver, the 17 right there, Tommy Haynes, and man, Haynes up to the 3rd spot now, no longer the 4th spot, now the 3rd. Jonathan Cogswell in the 27, sitting P4. Robinson shuffled back a couple of spots, and he's going to come under fire now from the guy that's led most of the laps, the 4-car Andrew Mraz. Mraz sat on the pole, and up until he pitted, he didn't relinquish that lead one time, Michael McCauley.
No, he held it, and he's working his way back up through right now.
And he's doing it on the high side. He's got the 33 of Gary Wells behind him. Those guys are making it work. Or they're working on it. Something's happening.
Ooh, we're 3 wide.
3 wide. Yep. 32, Darren Clement at the top. 27 of Cogswell. There's Glockner. There's Fernandez. Man, Mraz is busy up there in that 4 car. He's got the bootlegger on the outside now. But he's going to get help, I believe, from the 33 of Gary Wells. And he's going to stay to the 17's inside, and now he's going to clear him in the corner. And the bootlegger's in trouble, man.
He is. He has no help out there.
Oh, and he can't quite get dropped in line in front of the 27, but he does have the 24 behind him. So, but Glockner's going to pull to the bottom now. 17 probably should have dropped down there and grabbed that draft, Macaulay.
Yeah. He should be good here, though. Uden, you got to run.
He used that outside, got the momentum going. So Haynes is going to fall back to 8th. In the battle up front, Mraz has got the 4 car all the way up to the 3rd spot. And he is all over the bumper of the 30 car, Justin Gann. You keep in mind, that 16 car up in the lead won a couple. He won like 3 or 4 of these things last season.
Especially towards the end.
And he started just coming on like a hurricane during the chase, didn't he, Macaulay?
He did. He was hot.
And then as soon as he cooled off, Todd Cray just come in and stole the show. And Cray won the championship. Kanata wound up 2nd, right, Macaulay?
Yep.
I'm sure he wants to change that this season. How many times we see that 16 car out front last season?
Almost every race.
And already, race number 2 of season 4. Joshua Kanata's got it up into the lead, and look at the 2nd place change. Mraz is there, and he might go to work on the leader, Macaulay, his teammate. I know that team is showing strength right here at Las Vegas this week. And how many more cars are in that team? I'll have to go down there and look and see who's in there. Mike Robinson and Gary Wells are both in that. It's called Revline Racing.
Oh, I see it there now.
Yep. And then 4X is going to be Brandon Fries in the 21, 28 of Ron Shute, and a 30 of Justin Gann. But a big team there is Performance, man. Nick Hunt, Tommy Haynes, Jeff Glockner, John Wimbish, David Ellett, Michael Atkins Jr., and Mike Rominger. That covers a lot of drivers, Macaulay.
That does. That's a quarter of the drivers.
East Coast Motorsports, you got Todd Cray, Roy Fernandez, and Darren Clement. 3 strong drivers right there. Just going over a couple of the teams.
We got a caution.
We got a caution, number 3 on the board, and
Chad Osborne. Chad Osborne, the 8.
yeah, I see a little bit of damage on it, so let's see why it's got damage. It started up and man,
Todd Cray got lucky there. 41's involved.
Yeah, the 21 gets caught up in it. 56 gets caught up in this thing.
29.
Man, I hate to see that for these guys.
Gary May just
nowhere to go, and it looked like the 21 plowed the back of the 29. It just happened so quick in front of him. He didn't have anywhere to go. So
you have to go on Gary May's onboard. I do not know how he got through that one.
All right, so we'll go on the onboard for the 10 car right here, Gary May. And here we go at full speed. Actually, I'm on Cogswell.
Oh, he got a little piece of it, but...
Oh, yeah, he got into the 5 car a little bit. Oh, he got twice, Macaulay.
Yeah, I didn't see that
almost
part.
3 times. Yeah, he didn't get through that one clean. There were cars flying off the wall. It was a little hard, but I don't think the 10 car got seriously hurt.
No, I don't think he's bad.
They're going to be able to fix it, and who's going to pit, who's going to stay out? It looks like all of them are going to bring it to pit road right here. 4 and 16, and that's a terrible camera view. As long as we know it's terrible, it's okay, right, Macaulay?
Yeah, as long as we know.
As long as you admit it, it's okay. Race off pit road, little bit of strategy. Justin Gann. No. Bird stayed out in the 99, and Gann's the first one off pit road.
Yeah, and I was watching Andrew Mraz. He drove through a little bit, so he's going to have a little bit of catching up to do again.
These pit stops will make or break or kind of kill you a little bit, Macaulay.
Yeah.
But there's still plenty of time. We're lap 48 of 135. Caution flag number 3 right here at Vegas Motor Speedway. Not time to gamble yet, is it, Macaulay?
It's not.
No. Keep the money in the pocket. No bets going on now. We just bet on cautions to start this thing, the over-under, and I had to concede. I lost. I'm now 2 out, Macaulay.
I got 1 more to go.
Macaulay's got 1 to go to hit the top even spot. 1 more caution and be right at your number, man. 4. So who is got damage now is the question. Who don't? I mean, I seen the 29 caught up in it. We seen a few of them get caught up in that one, didn't we?
Yeah, I had about 5 or 6 drivers in that one.
Yeah, Michael Atkins Jr. has been on pit road getting that car worked on for a little while now. I'm going to take a look at that car on pit road.
He just exited out.
Yep, and he exited out right there. You see the fans up there cheering?
Looks like it's a sellout.
Yep, we're pacing. Oh, it was a sellout, Macaulay. They're still lined up down the street here. All the way to the hot dog and hamburger stand or the casinos. Whichever comes, is closest, probably the casinos.
Probably the casino.
Getting a hamburger in Vegas probably not easy. Finding a casino, though, no problem.
Every block.
Every block. Finding water out here, though, tough. Smack the engine from his truck and put it in the car. That's how you get her done, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Caterpillar power. Cat for the win. He might have a Detroit or a Cummins in it. We don't know for sure. And they're 2x2, by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and we can just keep going. We'll say infinite for now. It's not infinite, but it goes back several rows, but you know, 2 by 2.
Yeah.
The hell am I getting into here? Ain't as bad as last night. We had alien abductions again, and it was just a tough night for us in the booth, Macaulay.
It was. Still haven't heard from him.
No, I haven't heard a word from that feller, and getting a little concerned about him, but pace car's in right now. And Justin Gann's going to wait, fire right now. Green flag's out. They had to fire it up right there. Gann's going to get going, and look who's on his bumper, Macaulay, the 22 of Todd Cray. He's so close to the exhaust coming out of that 30 car, it's melting the hood on the 22.
Todd Cray's not going to be content sitting back there.
No, man, and you get that run and that head of steam, and you just close right up on that leader. And you want to pull to the outside, but you know as soon as you do, the 00 is going to fill the gap, and you're going backwards. How many spots? It could be 5, could be 10, could be 20. Oh, somebody blinked out there. I think it was a 00 car.
Yep.
Hopefully he gets that straightened out. That'll make some guys tense up, won't it?
Yeah, and then we got Canada now going to the inside of Todd Cray.
Yeah, Kanata decided he wanted the number 2 spot. He's going to take his teammate with him. And Cray might want to hang a left right here. He does. He's going to fall right back in line in front of the 26 car.
Canada's trying to get around Justin Gann.
Man, Kanada's working every way he can on him, ain't he?
Yeah.
Look at Cray, though. He's working on the 4 car. Uh-oh.
Ooh, contact.
That spelled trouble, didn't it? And there we go. Robinson, 26. Oh, no. Big wreck. Wow. There you go, Macaulay. There's your number 4.
Yeah, they had a lot of guys in there.
That was bad news. So let's watch it again. I think the 22 checked up. I seen a little contact possibly between him and the 4, but I think he checked up. And then all hell broke loose behind him. Man, that 33 went for a ride. I ain't even lying, Macaulay. That driver earned him some sky miles. Look at this. And I heard motors breaking and, oh.
Yeah,
That's never good. We're going to go on board with this driver. There's nowhere to go at this point. He thought he was through there, and he got clipped in the back, Macaulay, and sky miles were in.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do about that.
That's just bad day for you. We're going to get back to the live TV here. And we are under caution number 4 on lap 54 of the race. Lap 55 now. Justin Gann's going to keep it on the racetrack because he is your leader. He's got the 16 behind him, Josh Ganada. The 4 car sitting back in 3rd, Andrew Moraz, the pole sitter here tonight. And, man, I seen a lot of busted up, bent up sheet metal there, Macaulay.
I did. Yeah, it was about half the field there.
That junks some race cars. Heard some motors popping Oh, that was a bad one. It was, no doubt. But we're going to get through it. We're going to pull through it right here with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series, and we're going to put there. This is a hell of a show going on here tonight, Macaulay.
It is.
It's
been a good race.
It's Vegas, man. You either put on a show or you go home.
If you go home, you get to go to the casinos early.
That's a good point. Damn it, why'd you have to make going home sound tempting? Thanks, Macaulay.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, I can tell you that I'm not ready to place my bets just yet. I think I'm
Probably about 5 to go.
I think I'm going to wait and see which guys still got fenders on this thing. That'd be a wise choice. Or who has the most duct tape, rather. Either way, 4 cautions in. Macaulay, don't need to see any more, do you?
Nope.
That's your number.
Green the rest of the way.
Over, under was what, 3?
Yep.
You went over at 4. I went under at 1, so you're right on the bubble now. One more caution flag, and sorry, Macaulay, but you'll be off the bubble and out. This is going to go green the rest of the way.
It will.
It will. I got faith in it, Macaulay. You pick 4, so you'll get it tonight. I know how it works, man. Unfortunately. I thought it was my week. I really did after the way Tuesday went. And it don't seem to be that way now, Macaulay.
No, but Tuesday was a good running.
It was, definitely. Definitely a good running. Maybe next Tuesday we can do the same, but we'll see. You did a good job spotting, man. Running the crew chief duties.
I tried.
World Tour Trucking. You guys getting that engine change there? World Tour Trucking. He said he's going to smack the engine from his truck in that car. We'll see if they get that engine change done, Macaulay. And
might be able to buy one right now.
Yeah. We're going to go, we're 1 to go right now. They're 2x2, so next time around, we're going back to racing.
I'm only counting 13 guys in this pack here.
Yeah, if you're in the stream and you have a favorite driver, put their name in the chat. We'll definitely put the camera on them. Give them their 5 minutes of fame. Michael McCauley.
Yeah.
So you can always put that in the chat. Don't be afraid to chat with us. We do respond to the chat on YouTube. We'll talk to you guys and gals. Can't forget about the gals out there either, Macaulay.
No. We'll talk to anyone.
We will, literally. We don't really know who we're talking to. We're just talking. Well, hell, if you're good at it, Macaulay, why not do it?
Yeah.
All right, turn 4. Pace car's in. We're back to green flag racing. Michael McCauley, 30 car. Woo! Little bit of checkup on that start. You see that?
Yeah.
That's going to open up a little bit of gap behind the 4 car, and that's going to allow the 3 car, last week's winner, to fill the void right in front of the 22. Look at Cogswell in the 27 car. That guy always finds his way up front lately, Macaulay.
He has. Stays out of trouble, and he's there.
Cray right behind the 3 car. And Mike Rominger, man, shout out to him after the damage he got on the back of the 29 machine. He's right up here in the thick of it, right in front of the 28. Back here in the 7th position is Rominger in the 29.
Oh, we just got a wreck back there with Tommy Haynes.
It's going to stay green flag because Haynes is down at the bottom of the track, so it's not going to pull a caution out right here.
Nope, it was Tommy Haynes and then the 62 as well.
17 car. Maybe we're going to go back and look at it real fast. Because we can look at it real quick, Macaulay. If another caution comes out, though, you'll have to let me know who it was.
Yep.
Oh, man, that was a hard hit. Good night. So Haynes is down on the bottom. Caution flag will not fly. We're going to stay green flag and racing, and man, racing is what they're doing at the front of the field right now. Kanata in the 16, 4-car Andrew Mraz, first 2 cars. Let's Go Roy dropped to 18th, and he's now up top. And we're going to find Roy for you. Get you a little closer view. Last week's winner. Different paint scheme this week with the Black Rifle Coffee Company on that car.
Yeah, not Sunoco this week.
Good-looking paint scheme on the 3-car. Roy Fernandez sitting currently in the 4th position, having a great run right here at Las Vegas. I'll tell you, I got the sense after that interview last week that this guy might have got a little bit of a confidence boost. Macaulay.
Yeah, he's hungry for more now, too.
He's coming off that big win in Daytona, and Vegas, perfect place to gamble and put it all on the line, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's in the playoffs, so he has nothing to lose now. He's go for the wins.
Working on the back of a podium right here, which is Justin Gann in the 30 car sitting P3. And he's got Todd Cray in the 22 behind him. And I'm checking Discord, man. I think that 3 and 22 might be teamed up.
Yep, they are.
So you got a couple of teammates working together right here. Gann just ahead of him in the 30. 4-car Andrew Mraz sitting second. His teammate.
There goes Gann.
Yeah, Mraz ain't sitting second no more, is he? I think it's contested now. We'll call it contested, Macaulay. I'll tell you, if the 16 will step out there and give that draft to the 4-car, it would help him out a ton.
Yeah, I'd pull him up there.
Down the straightaway, if he stays out there, that'll help that 4-car out a ton. And that's probably the only reason right there the 4 is able to run with him. But the 16's got to be careful that he don't open up too big of a gap. Or these guys, when they get it settled out, they'll freight train him, Macaulay. Man, I'll tell you what, Mraz is doing a hell of a job hanging on out there.
Wow.
I don't know how he's done it for so many laps, and he might pull it back. Oh, close. Ooh, little bit of door love, Macaulay. And that's going to clear Gann in the 30 car for the P2 spot. And now Mraz is in trouble because he's not going to get that draft anymore now. Gann's going to fall in line right in front of Fernandez, and Fernandez is going to move up to the podium spot, P3. Mark it down, lap 66, 135. The 3-car moves up into the 3rd position, Macaulay.
Yeah, didn't take him long.
Todd Cray's going to try to pick up that 4th spot. Mraz is in trouble, man. Those guys are stacking up on the bottom. He's still fighting back. Maybe going to use a little bit of the side draft here. We'll have to wait and see. I don't think I would. Ooh. That him and the 22 got to watch it because them cars are like magnets, Macaulay.
All last season.
Last season we seen it. Cray's going to clear him. Now 00's going to go to work on him. Man, and I'm telling you, they're just stacked up on the bottom, and it don't look good for the 4-car out there, Macaulay.
No, he's just dropping. Nothing he can do about it.
Second back to 6th now. And might lose 1 or 2 more beyond that. Top 4, though, they're going to get it settled out in a line here. You got Kanata, Gann, Fernandez, and Cray. That's your top 4. 5th is going to be this 00 car right here, Nick Hunt. So Nick doing a good job working his way around the 4 car. Battle for the lead. 30 car Justin Gann's going to kick the 16 out of line, and now the 16 is going to get freight trained by 4 of them. That did not sound right. None of it did, Macaulay. Did it?
We'll just ignore that.
We're going to ignore that one come out of there. 30.
That might help back to Mraz.
Yeah, Mraz might get a little bit of a draft there, and he's going to pull back in line right around 6th. He didn't. Well, no, 29's underneath there. Look at the 00 going to work on Cray for 3rd.
Yeah, and Fernandez is trying to go around Justin Gann on the outside.
16 working up to draft there. 22 up on the top. So's the 3. And those two might get a run, and they do, Macaulay. That's a battle for the lead, side by side. 33. Oh, look how tight that's getting. Contact.
Ooh.
Got the 22 loose, but he saved it. But it's going to bust that draft that they had going up there up. 00 car fighting for that number 2 spot with the 3 car Roy Fernandez. Fernandez, though, he's got his teammate regroup behind him here. Gann knows that he's going to go to that outside. Take a little bit of draft from those guys to keep him out front, Macaulay.
He's running both lanes right now.
And now Hunt's at a battle with him because those 2 cars working together. Now Hunt's got one working to his inside. That's Kanata. Holy crap, man. This is racing right here. 3 car going to pull right up next to the 30 once again for the lead. Halfway through this race, 73 of 135, and they're going at it like it's lap 134, Macaulay.
Yeah.
They are in the 4 car back behind the 22. Man, we've seen this scenario play out 2 or 3 or 50 times. They're working the high side. Gann in the middle. Fernandez in the lead. 3 car, Roy Fernandez back to the lead. 22 car going with them. 4 cars stand right out on the outside with these guys. And I think Kanata, they cleared them. Look at that. Brand new top 3. Brand new leader. Fernandez lead. Cray second. Mraz third. Damn, that was good racing, Macaulay.
It was.
It don't get no better than that on lap 74.
Close racing, too.
I'm telling you, these last couple of runs, I've really started to see some of the strong cars here. And I'm getting closer to put my chips down on the table, Macaulay. I'm getting closer. That 3 car strung in Daytona last week, pulling off the win in the season opener. In week number 2 in Vegas, I'm going to tell you what, if you bet on that 3 car Roy Fernandez, you probably didn't bet wrong, Macaulay.
No. It would have been a good bet.
Good bet. Andrew Mraz, another one, sat on the pole, fought his way back up into the top 3. It's just knowing where to go with this car in a draft and making the right choices, Macaulay. And these guys some of these guys really seem to have this thing figured out.
Yeah.
Now you got teammates with the 3 and 22, first and second. Teammates with the 4 and 16 back there in 3rd and 4th. And 00's under battle or under fire from the 30 of Justin Gann. That battle's real. Oh,
yep.
Second place. Andrew Mraz going to take out the 22. Now he's going to go after the lead because the 3 car opened up to the top to help his teammate. Oh, wow. Now Fernandez is going to go backwards. Todd Cray driving underneath of him here. Hopefully they can fall back in line now. Justin Gann, look at the 00. He got the help from it, got back around Gann. Oh, Fernandez moves up. 00's going to get a look to the inside here, and he's going to have the 30 go with him. Wow. This shit changes too fast, Macaulay. I can't keep up.
It is.
New
Every
leader.
turn.
New leader, 4-car Mraz. Second place, 16 of Canada. We've seen that for a lot this race, haven't we?
We have.
Screw it. Let's do it through the field. You ready?
Yep.
We're going in car with the leader. Well, got to change the camera to that, but here we go. Andrew Mraz, man, he's been up front for 32 of these 80 laps. Sat on the pole here at Vegas, and if you bet on the 4-car, you probably didn't bet wrong. Let's go back and see number 2. That'll be the 16-car Joshua Kanata. Riding back to the back bumper of his teammate up there, the 4-car Mraz. And this is what it's like to draft up on a guy. Right at the start-finish line now, and look at the run he gets. So
He had a lift.
back in third, Macaulay, who do we got?
Back in third, we got Todd Cray.
Do I see damage on the left front of that car?
I think, yeah, there's a little bit of damage.
Not slowing the guy down, though, is it?
Definitely is not.
He's still racing and racing hard with that car. All right, we'll take it back to fourth, and we got the 00 car of Nick Hunt. And Nick, man, he qualified fourth, and he's been having a great race, and I think he had an opportunity there to probably get under the 22, and he just kind of lifted. He just wants to stay in line right here, wants to draft with these guys, and, man, there's still a lot of racing to go there, so there's certainly nothing wrong with making that choice now, Macaulay.
No, just saving your run.
Take us back to fifth, Macaulay.
Fifth, you got 27 and Jonathan Cogswell right now. Heck of a start. Started 22nd, now he's up to fifth, so he's having a solid race right now. Car looks clean.
Man, look at that car in front of him moving around.
I think it's those bumps that are making the cars move
It
around
is.
like
They're
that.
just dancing around in the corner when they're hitting them whip-de-doos. And look at that. Cogswell going to go to the bottom on the 00.
Ooh.
Oh, 22 went to
Heartbreaking.
pit road, and he almost, that was close. So we're going to go back to sixth place, now fifth, and find the 30 car Justin Gann. Little too wide action in front of Gann with the 27 and 00. This is what it's like from the driver's seat around this place at about 185 miles an hour. Who do we got in sixth, Macaulay?
We got back there.
Well, it's now
We got that-
fourth. Mike Rominger, 29.
Yep. Everybody kept jumping around on me there.
We got green flag pit stops actually happen for the first time tonight, so we're going to drop out of this count. It's time to get some cameras on them now. Lead pack right here is going to be Cogswell with the pit stops going on. The 27 car is your leader. 30 car 00 back there battling it out for second side by side. These two lead, the top two cars, Macaulay, are 38 laps into a run here, buddy.
Whew. It's a long run.
These guys ain't going to go much farther.
No, Cogswell's on the bottom, so I'm assuming he's coming in this lap.
I know there's another guy out there, though, back in eighth that can go another 10 laps probably. Here comes the 27. Oh, man, 30 car got her loose coming in.
He did. He was sideways.
He saved it. There ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of dirt track and entering pit road, Macaulay.
No.
That's safe, said nobody ever. If that was me, put it that sideways, I'd have probably knocked all the people off the pit wall and destroyed my race car and had to get out and chase a bootlegger down. Here comes the 00.
He's coming in hot.
Yes, he is. Sometimes that's tough, man. You got a great run going and you're 180 miles an hour, and all of a sudden you got to slow it down to 50, 55 to get on pit road. Holy crap. It's not easy.
That's hard to do.
Hard to do. 29 car Romans, you're going to come down pit road with them. We're going to go back up front with the 28 car right here, Ron Shutt. shoot, shut? I don't know yet, Macaulay. I ain't talked to the guy. When I do, we'll figure it out, won't we?
Yeah, he'll let us know.
9 out of 10 times I say it 2 different ways, and one of the two's right. Sometimes they're both wrong, and that really sucks. Green flag pit stops are happening. That's why you see different cars up front. When it shakes out there, you're going to be interested to see who the first car is, Macaulay. Well, so far, hell with it. We're not going to keep suspense.
No.
Of the cars who have pitted, that 22 car is the first car of the cars that have pitted. And
number 3.
He's got Fernandez right there, and they're about 4 seconds ahead of Justin Gann back here. And Gann's got the 4 and the 16 behind him, so a 3-car draft right there. But these green flag pit stops, the leader come in, 28 is shut, is on pit road. That's going to leave Hallberg still out and Freeze. Hallberg and Freeze are both coming in. So once they come by the start-finish line, your new leader should, in fact, be the 22 car of Todd Cray. These two teammates are working well together, Michael McCauley. Great selection for teammates there.
Yeah, and they came in a little early too, so that maybe the reason why they're out front right now.
But I'm mathing because it's time to math, Macaulay.
You got to split the run in half.
You're going to have to. I mean, you don't have to, but it makes more sense to.
Yeah.
Because we were about what? These guys come in, they're 7 laps into it, so about 84.
Yep.
Lap 84 of 135, so that's too many laps, Macaulay. I'm mathing it. You can't go that far. Stop that early, split the run, and go for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's kind of what you got to do, and that's what these guys will do. And so Cray, Fernandez, 1 and 2. Justin Gann. These 3 cars right here starting to dig on him a little bit. And look how that 4 is running the back of that 30 car. Hell, I think he's about beat his bumper off. Sometimes that's what you got to do to get him going, Macaulay.
Sometimes
you got to lean on it. You just got to lean on that son of a gun. Beat it off there. When you got 4 seconds to make up, the lead car in that group liable not to have a back bumper left when you get to them.
No, and the car behind them may not have a front bumper afterwards.
That's exactly right. They might just mold together and become one. We hope so. We don't want to see multiplication and breeding from them. No. We'll just go with the Form 1 car.
Yep.
Not 6. 1. So behind these 3, we got another couple of cars. That's a 27 of Jonathan Cogswell in 6th, and the 00 in 7th of Nick Hunt. So these guys they're back there about 1.8 seconds behind the 3 in front of them, who are still 3 seconds behind the 2 out front. And then you go back to Rominger, and he's kind of by himself back there in the A spot right now. He's about 1.7 behind Nick Hunt up there. So then you go all the way back to 9th place, and it's Ron Schutt right there in the 28 car. And Ron is he's back a ways. But not too far behind Ron is the 21 of Brandon Freese. So that's going to take you through the top 10. We're going to get right back up front here as you're going to see the leaders draft by the, is that the 8 car there of Hallberg?
Yep, that's the 8.
So if Hunter Hallberg can fall in line, man, that kind of equals out the draft with these guys. They'll have 3 cars, and the second group will have 3 cars, and, man, I don't know. Betting, man, 3 car. Macaulay, I'm going with it.
Are you?
Yes, I am. He won it last week at the opener in Daytona. He's got the confidence this week. And he's just been stellar through the whole second half of the race. So I'm going to take the 3. Where are you going?
I want to go with the 4. Andrew Mraz.
Oh, not a bad choice either, Macaulay. Obviously, 4 cars sat on the pole position, on the pole, P1. He's led a bunch of laps here tonight. And he's sitting right back here in the 4th spot leading this second group. And, man, they're moving in on the leaders.
They are. They're cutting it down.
Yeah, 30's actually leading this group, this trio of them. But they got it down to 2.8 seconds now.
Yeah, about a half a second a lap. They've been chipping away last couple laps.
Man, that 22 and 3 really need that 8 car to get up there with them and draft. There's somebody behind the 8 car, though, that might be able to help. Those 4 cars get hooked up and it'll really help. I don't think Holberg can get up there and run with them. So next time, right there, lap 100, Macaulay.
They're in their window.
35 laps to go. They are in the window. But if you're splitting it, I'm coming in, what, 115, 118?
Yep, about there.
4 tires and fuel. Send it back out for the remaining laps and give me a hope and a prayer. That's all I need, Macaulay. And a bootlegger. A hope, prayer, 25 bootleggers, and we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're right in the ER to get our stomach pumped, Michael McCauley.
We're not going to do that, though.
That's what you need after about 25 of them. You might not need that. You may need more drastic measures.
Yeah.
You could have serious alcohol poisoning, so I don't advise that for nobody.
The pump might be the last of their worries.
Right. 2.2 seconds flat, Macaulay. That's how far back this trio is now. 30 car Justin Gann, 4 car Andrew Mraz, 16 of Josh Kanata. And you're right, man. Good bet right there with that 4 car. He's been solid all race long. And Gary May's damaged car up there. You hate to see that for Gary May. Honestly do. And, man, Darren Clement, I'm looking at. He's on the track right now, Macaulay. Well, he's on pit road, actually. 32 laps down. Tommy Haynes retired. Michael Robinson retired. Jeff Glockner retired. David Elliott retired. Gary Wells retired. John Wimbish retired. Michael Atkins Jr. So that's the cars that are out. Yeah, no doubt about that, Tommy. So here's your leaders. 22, Todd Cray. Been pulling it around for 13 laps since they come off pit road, Macaulay. Last week's winner, though, Roy Fernandez. But you look back and you can see that second group, dude.
Yeah, they're coming.
You couldn't see them when you look back before on these straightaway shots, but you got them now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that 17 just... It took a beating tonight, didn't it, Macaulay?
It did. 2 beatings.
One time I looked at it, looked like a ping pong ball. Sometimes Vegas works out for you, and sometimes it don't. Right, Macaulay?
Yeah.
But where are we going next week? A guy can just start prepping for, hold on, I can do this. Texas.
Texas, yep.
Yes. But I'll tell you what I would do after a night like that, Tommy. I'd crack a bootlegger open and call it a night, Macaulay.
Or a bush.
Or a bush. That's right. Oh, we know it, man. We know you're going to be back. We're not worried about you. I'll tell you, when that 17 comes back, going to be hard to keep him out of victory lane, Macaulay. And then everybody's going to pop open one of those. What? Bush.
Bush and a bootlegger.
And
Both
a
at the same
bootlegger.
time.
Right. He already has. That's getting her done. So the leaders are working around the 28 there, Ron Shutt. Or Shoot. I don't even know. Shutt, Shoot. After that, he needs to smoke in a couple shots, Macaulay. The sad part is Macaulay's been he's been hammering on the bootleggers the whole race. You got it started for him, didn't you, Macaulay?
I did. I started.
Yeah, we seen one of those cautions had to have taken out like 8 cars, Macaulay. Literally.
It did.
It was bad.
It was half the field.
Wells in the 33, that's right. A lot of damage in that wreck, too. Good to see you guys coming to the stream, though, and chat it up a little bit. That's what it's all about. I always tell people, you get caught up in one of those things, just get up, walk away, grab you a smoke if you want to. Yeah, we're going to – I can't wait, man, till you debut that new paint, Tommy. So 4 and 16, right there behind the 30 car in this second group, and they've almost caught him now, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Been talking in the chat, 26 laps to go, but I'll tell you what, buddy, I'm coming to pit road pretty soon. Right now.
Right there, yep.
Great call. Right now. That's when I'm coming to pit road. 30's going to keep it out there, but
yeah, they got to come this time now.
I think they have to come this time. I think you're right, Macaulay, because the longer they stay out, the more the gap is going to open up between them and the 2 leaders.
Yeah, if they're going to lose the ground they gained.
And I damn sure am not taking 4 tires on this pit stop, Michael Macaulay. I changed it right sides only. They didn't go. It's a gamble, man. It really is. And it's Vegas, so no better track to do that than Las Vegas Motor Speedway here. If you're going to gamble at Vegas, Macaulay.
Yeah.
It's legal.
What better track?
Yeah, it's legal. Andrew Mraz in second, Joshua Kanata in third, and Cogswell back here in fourth, Manny Dell. He's 5.1 seconds behind those guys. No tires, Tommy says. That's it, Macaulay, no tires. There's no tire wear. All right. Now we know that, Macaulay.
Yes, and just gas and go, so might as well stretch it as long as you can then.
So you gas and go and... Well, is there an advantage to short pitting then, Tommy? That'd be my next question. Because it looked like they separated themselves short pitting the last time, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Maybe as the fuel wear goes on, the car gets tighter and slows down. I didn't think about that. So they're a lap down now, back in 7th and 8th, and they've been back on the track for a couple of laps here. And these 3 right here working a little different strategy because there's 22 to go, 21 to go, and they're going to remain on the racetrack. We know they can't make it 21 laps on fuel, but maybe they're going to run it down and take a splash and go. They do have a 3-car combination, which is a benefit over 2 cars in the draft, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely is.
So you go back here a bit. I'm going to go back to Rominger in 5th, and I'm going to do it on purpose because not too far behind Rominger is this 8-car right here of Hunter Holberg. So if Holberg could somehow get that 8-car up to the 29, that would greatly help the 29. But I'll tell you who is going to catch the 29. The 22 and the 3.
They're coming.
Well, I think the 29's a car that can pace with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that'll give them 3 cars, but another car that can pace with them's the 27 right behind them, Macaulay. There you go, Michael Robinson. 26. 26 is race next week, Macaulay. That 17, though, he's gonna try to make you think different. 3 is faster than 2, thinking they can put more of a gap. I never thought of doing 3 tires, Macaulay. Feel like a tripod.
I think he was talking about the pack, 3-car pack, the 2-car pack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's talking about the pack. I thought he talked about 3 tires. Never did that.
How many bootleggers have you had?
Well, not enough, apparently. Math is wrong, so lack of bootlegger causes that. Gann and them are going to keep it out. 17 laps to go, Macaulay.
Interesting strategy.
Well, we know they can go probably another 6 laps, 7, 8 laps, somewhere in there. Macaulay figured it out for me, Tommy. There's Rominger right here.
Oh, they're coming in now.
All right, we're going to about ready to see how it shakes out because the leaders are on pit road.
Interesting to see if they take tires or gas and go.
Bring it on. Texas is going to be an exciting race. Can't wait for it now. Oh, that was a quick stop for the 4 and 16, and I don't know if Gann got busted on entry or not.
I believe he did.
I think the 30 car is being held on pit road for review. That sucks. That's bad. 15 laps to go. We're going to watch the 22 and 3. I'm not going to promise they're going to be the leaders. They're sitting 5th and 6th right now. And Kanata and them gas only and really quick on that stop.
They can see them now.
That 3 car is ripping the bumper off that 22. So there's the, oh, they're right there. Look at that. 4 and 16 got out in front of them. Macaulay.
Yeah, but I wonder if
22 and 3 are closing the 16, man. They're trying to close the gap, and that's not good. Oh, no, that's not good.
No. Oh.
And that's why it's not good, Macaulay. We get caution number 5 on the speedway. He's still spinning around, and there it is. Yep. Man, you could see that coming, unfortunately. I seen it from a mile away up in the broadcast booth. He did. He got busted on that pit stop. Oh, what are you going to do, Macaulay? Tommy knows what's up out there.
Yeah. You almost have to pit and get tires now.
He said there's no tire wear, so really you don't. If you got enough fuel, there ain't really no reason to come to pit road. If there's no tire wear, Macaulay, you might as well keep the heat that you got in your tires.
Yeah, that's true.
So Mraz in the 4 car is the leader. Todd Craig right back in the 22 car in second. Roy Fernandez in third. I like my bet, Macaulay. I know yours is leading, but 3 car restarting in the 3rd spot, man. We got all our chips out now. There ain't no changing our bets, so
yep.
We're going to have about 10 laps
They're
to get
all
it sorted out, man.
Ooh, Todd Cray and Fernandez fake them.
Yeah.
Fernandez spun out.
Mraz didn't fake. He comes to pit road, and Holy crap, you're right, he did. What the heck?
He turning back onto the track. He spun her.
That is not good. This car makes you do stupid stuff. Oh, the fake out got him, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So it worked for his teammate, but damn, it did not work for him, did it?
No, he lost her.
Man almighty. I think they give the guy his spots back, though, so. Yep, he did. So 1 and 2. Todd Cray into 22. 3-car Roy Fernandez sitting P2. And look right here, Macaulay in third.
0-0.
Could this be the 0-0 Nick Hunt's night? Could it, Macaulay?
It potentially could be.
We have about 10 to go, man. Restarting in that third spot right there, kind of in the driver's seat. Well, he's going to definitely be in the driver's seat, I hope. We'll see if that 0-0 can make it happen, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely has a chance to.
And Mraz didn't get hurt too bad. I mean, he pitted. He's going to restart back in the 4th position. 17's going to take Nick too. I can't pick Nick because I can't change my bet. I'm going with last week's winner, Fernandez. Macaulay's got the 4-car, restarting in 4th.
I know tire wear is not huge, but I'm liking the 4 tires.
Michael Robinson's going with the 4-car as well. So we got 2 for Mraz, 1 for the 0-0, Nick Hunt, and we got 1 for the 3-car Fernandez right now. It's going to be a shootout. This is good stuff, Macaulay.
Yeah, it is.
This is why we paid for tickets, man. This right here, best seats in the house, Michael Macaulay.
Yeah, front row.
In the booth. We're going to have a front row seat to the action when it goes down. And, man, I'll tell you, bumper love, door love. With less than 10 to go, anything can happen, Macaulay.
You're going to see it all now.
The guy might lose some fenders in this one. We don't know. I'm pretty sure somebody's probably going to lose some fenders.
Yeah.
Just going to go ahead and state that right now. That's the disclaimer. And on the next restart, if we get one, fenders are optional. Anytime you want to do that, Tommy, you're welcome to come up here with us, man. 22, 3-car. They're going to have to start side by side now. 0-0, 4-car. Look at that. How about the 8-car? Hunter Hallberg driving the 8-car.
Back in this.
We're going to have 9 laps to go when they get restarted. And we've completed 125 of 135 laps with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports. And we're at Las Vegas Motor Speedway live. And in the WFO booth, you got Vern and Michael Macaulay bringing you the commentary tonight. And you got to power that rig, that gaming rig, with what, Macaulay? A
Bootleggers?
Butt kicker.
Oh.
No, you power you with bootleggers. Green flag, man. So green flag and racing, 9 to go. Yeah, they're about to be 10 wide. Battle for third. Third place battle on the racetrack. We're going to open up the view just a little bit right here. 0-0's going to hang on to it. Todd Cray's the leader. Fernandez is second, but here comes the 0-0. He got a run, close the gap. 4-car Mraz right there. 4-car breakout. 9 laps to go. And look at the double zero. He's going to use the apron right here. Open the door on the 3-car. Watch out. Nick Hunt is moving to the front. Look at that, Macaulay. I put it together. 22's not going to be able to block it. There goes the double zero for the lead. Was that move too early? 3-car battling back on the high side. Picking up the 22 of Craig. Craig's going the wrong way. These guys need to get it sorted out fast because they're going to lose too much time to them front two. Look at Justin Gann in the 30-car. He's not done with this thing yet. Gann worked his way around the 8. He's moving back to the front.
He needs a caution, though.
The double zero car and Nick Hunt. How many good qualifying efforts have we seen out of that car? How many good races and finishes have we seen out of that double zero car, Michael McCauley?
Yeah, he's had some bad luck last season, but his luck could change tonight.
What have we not seen yet? Maybe tonight we see it. Nick Hunt, double zero in victory lane. 6 to go. 5.5 to go. Makes you want to cheer for the guy for sure. The underdog on that last restart coming out of nowhere, taking the lead with the double zero. But Fernandez isn't done yet. We're all over the bumper, and now they're going to hang the double zero out. They set him up. 4-car to the front, 3-car behind him, and 30-car coming into the picture now. What happened to the 22? He fell back to 6th, and he's out of the draft damn near. Here's that battle, double zero, getting stuck on the outside. He's going to get recycled all the way back behind Cogswell in the 27. And, man, we have a race, 4:3:30. Look at the 8. Hunter Hallberg. 4 laps to go. It ain't over yet.
Whoa.
Oh, race for the lead. Little contact back there. Bumper love. Hey, all bets are off, man, under 10. If you get your bumper removed, you know there was less than 10 to go at Las Vegas. Something's wrong with the 3. Looked like something was wrong. He lost a little bit of speed. The 30 gets into him, man. Now the 30's going to back up to the 27. I don't know that we're going to make this thing green for the next 3 laps, but there's less than 3 to go. Andrew Mraz holding on to the lead. Holy shit, Macaulay. Can we contain it? Nope.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Fernandez has kind of settled down. 30 cars settled down. Justin Gann back there. And they're getting ready. Fernandez going to look high. Nothing there. He's going to 2 to go.
Him.
He's pushing on him. You got to watch out here, and this is why, because if you get upset, you're going to give the 30 a run underneath of you, and then you're going to go sideways.
Oh, there goes the 3.
Yep.
Caution's out.
And the 4-car is the leader at the caution. And last week, there was no green-white checker.
There's going to be one tonight.
So there goes the 4-car Andrew Mraz. He is your leader. And we're going to take a look at what happened one more time. And I think the 3-car stole it there on the banking, but that doesn't matter at this point. We talked about it before. I mean, no bars hold right there, Macaulay. Or no holds barred. And that's what happened, man. 3-car went to move back down, and I don't know if he thought he was clear, and the 30 was there. And just like that, you get 2 wadded-up race cars and probably a couple of ticked-off drivers, Macaulay.
Yeah, definitely.
Man. I lost my money, Macaulay. I'm broke now. Oh, well.
I still got a shot.
We're going to finish this off. There's still 3 to go, 4 to go, 3 to go. Yep, we're going to get a green-white checker right here. Andrew Mraz, the leader. Jonathan Cogswell, second. And let me say it one more time for you, for no one that understood. Guess who's restarting third, Macaulay?
00.
00, Nick Hunt. So he's not done with it yet, is he?
He's not.
Oh, you're right. 30 was a lap down. He wasn't for position, Macaulay.
No, he wasn't. I think if Roy knew if he got behind the 30, his race was over.
I thought Roy,
Yeah.
I think the 3 thought he was clear, literally. I think that's what happened, and he just, there wasn't no room there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys racing hard there towards the end, and it's unfortunate. And that'll get guys wound up, man. Tempers will start flaring, and that's why I say after you get wrecked out, you kind of just want to get up out of that seat and go get you a drink and just cool down for a little bit. Come back and talk it out. You know, let cooler heads prevail. Damn, Macaulay, if I could only take my own advice.
Yeah.
I'd be a much better person, wouldn't I? There'd be
Easier to do when you're not behind the wheel.
fewer people cussed out, huh? So Mraz leading at the 4:27. Jonathan Cogswell, look at that, restarting second. We talked about Cogswell a little bit tonight. We mentioned that the 27's been finding his way to the front. Maybe he'll find his way all the way to the front on this green-white checker. I still like the 00 restarting third, Macaulay.
Yeah, that's a good spot. But he's got to get around the 4. And then 27.
4:27, 00, 8. Hunter Hallberg. I think it's his first race, Macaulay.
I believe so.
Last night we actually watched a driver in his first race win.
Could we have him back to back?
Could we see it tonight? I don't know. We're going to find out, man. Maybe Hallberg's sitting in a... Maybe Hallberg is in the catbird seat, Macaulay. I don't know. I can tell you what, just like the last restart, it's going to be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So just stay tuned in right here. We are going into overtime with the Swift Motorsports Hyperdrive Cup Series live at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Overtime, Macaulay.
Yeah, and Mraz, interesting strategy picking the high side on the restart.
Man, I'm telling you, the odds are picking up now. You start betting back there on the 3 or the, let's pick another one back there. At least pick one with fenders. 29, Mike Rominger. You get pretty high odds when you start betting back there. 22, Todd Cray. He's back there. Toby Birds, 99. The odds start picking up when you get back there. First 2 rows, though, you can get a little bit lower odds. Might not pay out as much, because they're probably more likely to make something happen here. Mraz going to do something interesting, and he's going to pick the high side. That's going to give Cogswell the bottom. Mraz is actually going to put the 8 of Hallberg behind him, and Cogswell's got the 00 and Nick Hunt behind him. So I'm kind of liking that bottom lane. We're back to green flag racing. And
Mraz
that restart
got a
worked
jump.
out for Mraz, didn't he? He juked him, man.
He did. He may have too far of a gap, though.
Look at Fernandez trying to send it back up there. No back end on the car. 00's going to stay right behind the 27. And if they get that bottom groove going, Mraz might be in trouble. Macaulay.
Yeah, they're catching him.
They're going to
there
build a
now.
head of steam, trying to work to the outside or inside. 2 laps are going to be white flag this time. There goes the 27 looking at the high side. Double Zero may or may not go with him. There's side-by-side contact. Nick Hunt and the Double Zero is going to take over the lead. They're going to get it saved. Hunt's coming under fire from the three of Fernandez working on the high side, but Nick Hunt's going to hold him off. That Double Zero car working on the bottom is digging, Macaulay. Nick Hunt and the Double Zero start-finish line. Your winner at Las Vegas. There you go. Tommy Haynes called it right. Look at the wreck at the line. Holy shit, they were bending cars up.
They were.
Man, how about that for the Double Zero? We seen him work his butt off, Macaulay. For not one season or two, but multiple. And winner chicken dinner tonight for the Double Zero. He is your winner at Vegas. What a recovery for the driver of the 3-car right there, Roy Fernandez, bringing it home in the P2 spot.
That was a great recovery.
And Hunter Hallberg. I think he was one of the ones that went for a ride at the end. Yep. 8 and 22, maybe. Right at the line. Yep, there's the contact, and man, big wreck. Took out the 99 with it. See you next week, Tommy. Good pick right there at the end. But what can you say about that driver right there in that Double Zero car?
Yeah, heck of a run.
We seen it last week, and I told you last season the win was coming for that guy. And I told you he'd get it last season, but man, he took first race of the season for him here. He didn't make the start at Daytona last week, but he made the start tonight, and winner.
He made it count tonight.
He definitely did. He restarted third, and just for me, with the way this car drafts, it's the best place to be, Macaulay.
Yeah.
Best seat in the house on a restart. And burn it down, Nick. You deserved it. Oh, we definitely will. It is really good to see this guy right here get the win, man. I've known Nick for quite a while myself, so got some history there, and I'll take the first one, Macaulay.
Yep, go for it.
Nick Hunt, we have Macaulay and Mike Macaulay, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Oh, I got you, buddy. What do you think about that?
Man, you did it. I knew it was coming, and I said it all last season. I'm like, that Double Zero's going to get a win. He's going to get a win. And then you come out here to Vegas, season 4, and you win at Vegas, Nick.
I can't believe it. Yeah, I had to go to the bathroom, man, so I had to get to the finish line quick.
Well, you figured out how to do it, and you beat everyone else there, and that's what it's all about.
That's all that matters, don't it?
That it is, but it is so good, and the fans even in there. Before I forget, Tommy Haynes said congratulations, Nick.
Oh, thank you there, Tommy.
He was in the chat and the broadcast, and man, he was pulling for you. And he said with the 10 to go or 9 to go restart, you restarted third. And we seen you work your way to the front, but you did it too early that time, Nick.
Well, yeah, I'll leave it at that on that part. There's a little underlying story on that one,
but the green-white
anyway.
checker, you restarted third, and tell us how that worked for you.
I don't know. I was so wound up. I was just trying my best to do anything I could to get there, and I wasn't going to lift for nothing. I was a little concerned because I just wanted to get a good finish because I missed last week's race, so I'm one race behind. So
right.
I didn't want to do something stupid and ended up crashing out, and I was hoping nobody else did either. But so anyway, I got a little help there at the end, and it paid off. So, you know, my mind was saying be careful, but my foot was saying go wide open. So that's all.
Well, it's a good thing
and the foot won
out.
That's right. That's right.
Man, it's a great thing that the foot won out there, and you earned that one. I mean, you went out and you just flat earned it on that final restart. And watching that performance, Motorsport Double Zero, dude, I was pulling for you, Nick. I'm not gonna lie. I've been pulling for you for 3 seasons.
That just getting old and wrinkled, wasn't you, waiting on me to win one?
It was last season. I really seen something with this new car in you. I really did, and this proves it at Vegas tonight. Tell us about how you like driving this car.
I don't mind. I like driving it. It's fine. I don't care what the car is, really. I mean, but I would prefer that it was, was had a little more power, and you would have to use the throttle in the corners. There's no, it's just wide open a lot.
Right.
And the other thing I don't like the most about it is you cannot practice by yourself and accomplish much at all, because
That's
when you
right.
get in the race, it's totally different. And so,
The
about all you
speeds
can
don't.
practice on is qualifying.
Yeah, the speeds don't come up until you're in a draft with other cars.
Yes, yes, and that's the only time then it starts pushing and wearing tires a little bit. It doesn't wear tires much, so it's just kind of one of those things. There's a lot of it's just luck of the draw too during the race. You saw what happened several times. Just
Absolutely.
being in the right place, the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, and you didn't finish with a completely clean car. It looked like the spoiler and the rear bumper had a little bit of extra curvature to it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the back, but
They were
earlier in the
pushing you.
race, pushing harder than I thought, I guess. But
Yeah.
early in the race, me and Michael Atkins got together, and unfortunately, Matt damaged his car, and I got a little damage. I got that fixed, but I feel fortunate to end up winning it after, get a little damage early in the race.
Well, you need to enjoy this one, buddy, for a while. At least till Texas next week and come back and grab you another one.
Oh yeah, there you go. Well, maybe. Well, I guess Texas will be about the same thing. Everybody will be bunched up, but we'll see.
You'll be bunched up. You got to have a little bit of luck, man, and then dodge those wrecks, Nick, and you have another shot there at the end of Texas. We'll see that 0-0 in victory lane again.
Well, that's what we'll be trying to do.
We're pulling for you. Nick, do you have anyone you want to thank while we got you up in the booth here, buddy?
Well, I'll go ahead and thank Mraz there. He helped me out there at the end, but he hung me out earlier. That's what we was talking about, that other little story there. He
Right.
going to have my back there while I was leading, and all of a sudden he dumped me there and going in the travel and went under me. So I wasn't expecting him to, because I thought he was going to hang with me. But then he helped me out there at the end. So I guess we're even.
You got anyone else you want to tag on there? Teammates? Or anything?
Just Swift Motorsports. Thank Justin Gann, Don Kidder, Andy Starcher for the work they do running this thing, keeping it together. Appreciate WFO and everybody. Just it's a great league to race in. It was really good racing tonight. The caution count was up more than I think that I can remember in a while, but
it was still a really
see.
good race. You guys, you even got a couple of round green flag pit stops there before the end, Nick. So
yeah, it's a good race.
Really good, solid racing, and you're man, congratulations once again. I can't say that enough to you right now. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate
Nick.
it. Got my new paint scheme, Performance Motorsports, in victory lane the first time out. So that's a good deal.
That's how you get it done, man. That's how you do it, Nick. I mean, bottom line. And next week you're going home to Texas in the car, so you're going to be.
Yeah,
it's
I'll
a home
have to
race.
drive
For
about
you.
45 minutes from my house. I can be over there. So.
There you go. So not going to be a far drive for you, and going to have a lot of the hometown fans cheering you on, especially after the win in Vegas.
Yeah, yep. I may not get back home in Vegas. I might go have some fun.
I don't blame you. Me and Macaulay will go with you. Nick, congratulations, man, and enjoy the heck out of it. It was awesome having you in the booth, buddy.
10-4. Thank you.
You are welcome, sir. 0-0 car, Nick Hunt, the winner, man. What an awesome race, Macaulay.
Yeah, no, great race for him.
So I gotta look at this. We got Fernandez. He's gonna be your interview, but I voted for him, Macaulay.
Yes, you did.
And he brought it home P2. So here you go, Macaulay.
Hey, Roy, you got Vern and Mike in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I hear you guys.
Yeah, what a heck of a race tonight. It was an up and down race for you, and you ended up finishing second.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was, like I said, it was my first season with these cars, and it's 100% different than any of the other cars when it comes to these speedways and these break points and lift points. And the draft just was something I had never experienced before. So that's why it kind of took me a little while to kind of get used and find my groove and figure out where I needed to be to, get a good run here.
So your first race in this kind of car, with this car at this track, I mean, did you like it? Like the pack racing the whole time?
It's unique, man, because you can almost anyone kind of stay within the draft, and it almost kind of doesn't take really much skill because you can close a gap within less than a couple of seconds, honestly. So it almost feels like you can kind of keep the stragglers along, rather than kind of creating a good distance between yourself and maybe someone that's burned their tires up a little bit more. So that kind of part is a little difficult to be able to race with, but it's fun, no doubt. It's racing.
Yeah. I mean, don't want to put you on the spot here, but wanna talk through your one pit road entry?
Man, we were talking. We were like, oh man, no, we don't pit. No, we don't. Do we fake? Do we pit? Do we pit? Do we pit? Do we don't pit? This was just going on in a matter of just so many quick seconds, and then I was following what my teammate was doing in front of me. He was down real close, and then last second, I don't know if we just missed the communication with speaking, and he just went up, and I was like, nope, and then I just spun the heck out. So that was a little embarrassing there, but second place finish isn't that embarrassing. So
No, that makes up for it. We've all done it. We've all made a stupid spin here or there, so we've all done it.
That's 1 and 2. I'm counting for you on the start of the season, Roy.
yeah, I'm very thankful and lucky because I definitely got involved in that wreck towards the end, and I was able to kind of avoid a couple of the earlier ones. So hopefully I can keep the same momentum throughout the season.
Man, I had you pick to win it tonight, though.
If no cautions would have came out, I think we would have had a really good shot because we had a consistent groove and a plan and the momentum, and we knew exactly how to be able to get it good. But we just kind of came into a little stall with a couple of blocking that happened from other drivers out there on the track that kind of just halted that momentum a little bit, and it just things happened and got involved in a little caution that came out and kind of changed the plans, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was awesome racing. Macaulay, I didn't mean to hijack you.
No, you're good. So on that last green flag pit stop there, did you take tires or did you do fuel only? Because I know there's a mixed strategies there.
Yeah, on the green flag pit stop, honestly, one previously to that, we only took one set of tires because our teammate had an accidental tire side misplacement, and we decided to kind of stay on the same strategy. So because he took one side, I decided I'll take one side as well too. And then that last one again, we took one side, but it was just the other side to kind of compensate for that. And we didn't really lose that much time. We actually gained almost like about 4 seconds, and by the time we had to pit again, that gap closed to only maybe 1 second, and that was like a good 30 plus laps. So we figured if that worked that well, we'll do it again. So we did it again, and it was working. And we had a tremendous pull and momentum coming in. The guys that pit right after us, like I said, one blocked, and it kind of just rather than just smacking right into them, we had to lift a little bit and just kind of bunched up there at the end.
Yeah. Anybody you would like to thank while we got you in the booth here?
Yeah, I got to thank Swift Motorsports, obviously, for putting on the league, putting on the drivers and the administration team, doing all they can to make sure we have some good racing. I got to thank my sponsors, with the Black Rifle Company. I brewed some pretty good coffee there. I also got to thank your guys, Vern and Michael, for putting on this broadcast and taking time out of your night to broadcast the heck of a race we just put on. And obviously, not to say the least, gotta thank the wife upstairs, always supporting me and letting me come down and hang out with the boys.
Yeah, we thank your wife, too, for letting you come down and race. You put on a good show, Roy.
I appreciate it, Vern.
So that's your second place finisher. It's the number 1 finish last week, number 2 finish this week. And Roy, before we get you out of the booth here, what do you think about Texas, man?
Well, they say everything's bigger in Texas, so
The
if
wind
this was one
it's
heck
gotta
of a
be-
show.
The wind's got to
Yeah,
be bigger, too, right?
Exactly. It's gonna be a bigger race than we had here at Las Vegas. So just make sure to stay tuned.
Well, I'll tell you what. Good luck to you next week, buddy.
I appreciate it, Vern.
All right, have a good night.
You too, guys.
So what do we got? We got a new driver, don't we?
We do.
Macaulay. We're going to get him up here and see how his night was. Hunter Hallberg. You got Vern and Michael in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Got a copy.
Man, first start with the Hyperdrive Cup Series at Swift Motorsports and a podium finish. Tell us how you got there.
You know what? I honestly don't know how I got there. The beginning of the race was just trying to fill it out. I've raced with these guys a little bit last year, only just a handful of races. And, you know, at the beginning of the race, I felt pretty good, but we got caught up in a couple of wrecks. And from there, I was just trying to salvage a top 10 finish.
Well, it looks like you salvaged that pretty good. We noticed the car early, and I noticed the name, and I'm like, I don't recall this being a name that was on one of the broadcast races before. So I asked Macaulay about it. And then we were thinking, because we watched a kid make his first start with the league last night and was broadcasted, and actually Macaulay was racing in it, and that kid went off and pulled the win off in his first start with him, didn't he, Macaulay?
Yes, he did.
And
Pulled off the upset.
I'm like, can the 8 of Hunter Hallberg do that tonight? And the next thing you know, you're up there battling, and you come close, Hunter.
I felt like I felt like at the beginning of the race, I had a car to win it. I felt like I was quick because I practiced a lot with the guys past 2 days. And I was like, well, I'm quick with them. I've run with them. And I got a little bit of damage. And once I got to the front, I could draft with them. I could stick with them, but I couldn't pass anybody. And I think the damage, that last big caution I got into, I got my right front of the car got hit. And I think that's where it put my car a little bit slower than everybody else's.
Yeah, it would work okay if you were behind somebody else, but when you got out in clean air, it was done.
Oh, it was a big parachute in the back. It felt like.
Well, we don't need no parachutes, man. we need aerodynamics and more kind of a rocket shape, not a parachute shape. So, man, I'll tell you what, great show you put on out there.
I appreciate it. Had tons of fun, and thanks guys for broadcasting it. It'll be the first one for me, and I'll be back for sure next week and the rest of the season. Hopefully, keep pulling out some top fives. Maybe get on the get a checker flag in there.
There you go.
We'll see what happens.
There you go. That's the attitude. Do you have any fans or crew members or anyone you want to thank, Hunter, while we got you up here?
Yeah, I got Beef Esports. He's a guy that I'm part of. We have a series that we run with the BRP series, Dirt Racing, and he's a team owner. He pays for the league fees and a good guy, helps me out every week. I think MDR Designs. I mean, I couldn't have the paint scheme I had tonight without that guy. It was kind of last minute last night. I go, hey, can you get me a paint by tonight? And he goes, let's work on it. And that dude worked his butt off today to get this slick-looking car. And, man, it's awesome. I love watching it on the track.
Yeah, it is a good-looking paint scheme on that car, and you got them some good exposure putting that thing in the top 3, Hunter.
I appreciate it, guys. Other than that, I'm streaming on Twitch, WildBill_99, if you guys want to come check it out. Other than that, on nights that you guys aren't streaming, because everybody needs to pretend to you guys and watch you. You are a lot better to watch than I am.
Man, I don't know about that. You put on a great show here, so we'll have to check it out on Twitch. If you could send that to me in a message on Discord or something.
Will do, sir.
And me and Macaulay will go over there and check it out and hang out with you for a little while on that. But good luck to you in Texas next week.
Thanks, guys. You have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Oh, I think I accidentally moved you back, but I can fix that. There we go, Macaulay. I think he was moving out, and I grabbed a hold of him at the same time, and
Yeah.
yep, put him right back here. That's it. What a race. What a finish, Macaulay.
No, it was a great race. Great finish.
It was a couple more cautions than what we're used to. But, man, I mean, who could ask for those last 2 cautions? They just brought us the shootouts, Macaulay. That's all they did.
Yeah.
We had a big race before that, and then we had a couple shootouts, and holy crap. Nick Hunt in the 00 wins at Las Vegas.
Yeah, he pulled it out.
That sounds so good. It sounds good, Macaulay. I don't know how many times I pulled for him the last couple seasons.
Yeah, every race last season you were pulling for him.
And he gets to Vegas, and I say it before every race, is this the week that Nick wins? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because it wasn't a matter of if Nick was going to win, in my opinion.
He just win.
It was when he was going to win. And I don't have to wonder that no more. Las Vegas Motor Speedway was the place for that, Macaulay.
Well, you'll be wondering when his next win's going to be.
Well, I think it might be with the confidence boost at home at Texas next week.
It could be.
It could very well be. And, I mean, we know what confidence can do. To prove it, Roy Fernandez wins the opener at Daytona and put on a heck of a show tonight, going for another win.
Yeah, definitely.
Winds up second. So I can tell you the 00 is definitely going to be a factor next week at Texas. That's a home track for him. So he'll be a factor there, and we'll be a factor in a broadcast booth probably.
Yeah, should be.
Hopefully. Everything goes right for us. We'll make it another week here. I think we will. But, man, great race. And I'm going to throw up the results real quick, and then we're running kind of a little bit into overtime, so we'll rock through it pretty fast here, Macaulay.
All right.
Your race winner, I just can't say it enough, the 00, Nick Hunt right there. Winning the race, awesome. First start of the season. Second, you got the 3 of Roy Fernandez. Back in third was the 8 of Hunter Hallberg. In fourth was the 22 of Todd Gray. Back in fifth, the 29 of Mike Rominger. In sixth, we had the 99 of Toby Bird. In seventh was the 28 of Ron Shute. Eighth was the 4 of Andrew Moraz. And ninth, the 27 Jonathan Cogswell, rounding out the top 10, the number 30 of Justin Gann. Finishing 11th was the 21 of Brandon Fries. And back in 12th, we had the 16 of Joshua Kanata. Take it away, Macaulay.
All right. And finishing 13th, we had Chad Osborne. 14th was Gary May. 15th, Stephen Ayers Jr. 16th with Tommy Haynes. He was in our chat there for a little while. 17th was Gary Wells. 18th, Darren Clement. 19th, Jeff Glockner. 20th, Michael Robinson. He was fast all race and got caught up in that one wreck. 21st, David Elliott. And then 22nd, John Wimbish, and riding out the field. And 23rd is Michael Atkins Jr.
Yep, that World Tour trucking, man. So, we did 135 laps, actually 140 complete at Vegas tonight, Michael McCauley.
Yeah, because of overtime.
And it's 10:20, and we're in a little bit of overtime. And I'm pretty tired, man. I'm taking a little bit of medication from the dentist, so a little bit tired and feel like going to sleep. And we thank everybody that tunes into the broadcast, not just tonight, but week in and week out. And we like the same people to chat it up in there with us, have a great time. We have a good time doing it when they're chatting it up, Macaulay. We chat with them, and, man,
Yep.
look at how it flowed to the finish of the race tonight. It worked perfect.
It did.
And that's what we like to see. So keep chatting it up with us. And to do that, if you want to know when we go live, click the little bell. Or if you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button. Like the broadcast, man. And do that for the drivers out here. The 23 drivers out here busting their butt to put on a great show for you. Do that for them. Put them likes out there for them. That way when they go and watch this broadcast, they say, hey, people are liking this, what we're doing out here. And we're loving it up in the booth. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch.
I know that guys get caught up in late race wrecks, and I drive too on iRacing. Most of us do that are involved in this, and I've been doing it since beta in 2008. So I know that tempers can get a little wound up, and I do give that advice all the time. You get wrecked out and your car's got to be worked on, go cool off a little bit. Get something to drink and clear your head some. Sometimes it keeps you from saying something that you will regret or you can't take back, McCullough.
Yeah.
And it was good advice told to me a long time ago. And I try to pass it on whenever I can. But you have a great group of guys over here, some awesome admins. Can't thank Justin Gann enough for having us over here. And we enjoy doing this week in and week out on Thursday nights. It's kind of like we wait for Thursday anymore, McCullough.
Yep.
We know we're going to put on they'll put on a great show out there, and we're going to get to broadcast that. And then you got Tommy Haynes, a bootlegger herself, and next thing you know, you get a couple guys hooked on bootleggers up in the booth, and there ain't nothing wrong with that, McCullough.
No.
That's
I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
That's what we live for, isn't it?
It is.
We love racing, we love iRacing, and we love having the opportunity to come over here and bring these shows. Put on, they put on the show, we just show it, McCullough.
Yep. They do the hard stuff.
We capture the show in which they put on. Boom. I don't know a better way to put it.
Nope.
We capture and bring it to the fans, and we appreciate the fans showing the love and support for the drivers in the league over here at Swift Motorsports. The Hyperdrive Cup Series, to be more exact. And I'm Vern Bradley in the broadcast booth. And go ahead, Michael.
I'm Mike McCauley.
And we're going
to does all the work.
No, not all of it. We're going to call it a night and sign off, and we want all you to rejoin us at least next Thursday night when we go to Texas Motor Speedway. But we'll get on Wednesday night too. So if you guys want to come in and say hey, no, don't hesitate. We're here, McCauley. Come and say hi,
Yep.
Right?
Yep, we're always here.
Don't be shy. So have a great night, everybody, and stay safe this weekend, Halloween weekend, so stay safe.